Is a singularly unique game on the market, not because of the fact that it allows you to seamlessly cross a near infinite sea of stars and even being able to halo jump from your spaceship to planet side, which I'm not gonna lie is a wholly unique experience in of itself, but No Man's Sky is very different from basically every other game out there because of its history. You see, the story of No Man's Sky is one of not only overpromise, but complete and utter betrayal, and how one man and his small team has worked tirelessly for 9 years to make up for it. I remember it like it was yesterday. No Man's Sky was first featured on VGX 2013, which is more than 12 years ago, but its first big trailer was at E3 2014, and it took the audience by storm. Everything about it was straight up hype. Here was this strange looking new game that lets you seamlessly hop into your spaceship, travel across the stars, land on another planet, and freely explore in the span of, what, 2 minutes? This shit was insane, and I remember being instantly caught by this first reveal. The hype was unreal. No loading screens, there's no fade to black, just a clean jump from ground to orbit like you were living in your own sci-fi movie. At the time, this was unheard of. Every article, every forum, every conversation made it feel like this was going to be the next giant leap for gaming. People were calling it the future of open worlds. It was gonna change everything, and when you're a gamer sitting there watching Sean Murray smile his way through interviews talking about quintillions of planets and the infinite possibilities, you couldn't help but believe him. The thing is though, hype is like a black hole. It just pulls more and more in until nothing can escape. No Man's Sky didn't just look good, it looked too good. The way the media framed it and the way fans built it up, it started to sound less like a video game and more like a second coming of Star Trek. Everyone had their own fantasy about what this game was gonna be. For some people, it was a hardcore space sim. For others, it was Minecraft in space. For others still, it was the ultimate multiplayer exploration game where you and your friends could just get lost among the stars. The truth? It wasn't really any of those things, but we'll get to that. Because before all that, there was this golden period where anything seemed possible. You'd see all these amazing video clips and you'd think, yeah, this is it. This is the one. Like, I can't overstate how hyped people were. Pre-orders were through the roof. Sean Murray was on late night TV with Stephen Colbert. It was all over Reddit. It was everywhere. No Man's Sky wasn't just a game anymore. It was an event. It was the event. And then it all came crashing down. When the game launched in 2016, reality hit like a meteor. Instead of this endless universe full of wonder, the one you actually got was, well, kind of empty. Sure, you could fly to planets and yeah, you could mine stuff, but the creatures were awkward, the worlds looked repetitive, and the features people swore were going to be in there, well, they weren't. Multiplayer? Well,
no.
Epic space battles?
No.
Complex ecosystems and huge alien civilizations?
No.
At one point, 2 players went to the exact same planet and to the exact same spot and tried to engage with each other, but they couldn't because
okay, so if you are a Shroud of the Avatar fan who thinks I'm just
people were
hating
pissed.
on Shroud of the Avatar,
went
I'm
red
not.
Instantly. Memes tore the game apart. No Man's Lie became the nickname.
I want
Within weeks, the
Shroud
player
of the
count
Avatar
dived
to
harder
be
than
the
a
next
starship
No Man's
without
Sky.
fuel. It was one of the biggest betrayals in gaming,
It really
not
depends
just because
on
the game
the
was
people
bare bones,
working
but
on
because
Shroud of the
people felt like
Avatar.
they'd been sold a dream that
It's
didn't
not-
exist. And I'm not
It's
exaggerating
not,
when I say
or
the
it's not
anger was
going to be.
insane.
It's not
Refunds
going
were
to
flying.
depend on
Reddit
the
threads were
players.
basically bonfires.
The players
and even the
have
UK's
no
Advertising Standards
control,
Authority
have no
launched an
power,
investigation into
have
whether
no
the trailers
say,
had
almost,
misled
because
people. That's
the
how
devs
fucking
don't
bad it
wanna
was.
listen.
And Hello Games, they went completely silent. No interviews,
They
no big
need
apologies,
to
just
do
crickets.
a Hello Games thing.
I really do remember it in the back of my mind. It honestly looked like they had cashed out and disappeared. And the fact that they weren't responding just fueled the rage. Because when a company screws up, people expect at least some kind of explanation. Instead, it felt like Sean Murray had just vanished into the void and taken the money with him. But here's where the story gets interesting, because this was not the end. As much as everyone thought Hello Games was done, they weren't. They were being silent for a very good reason. They were cooking. Months went by, and then something happened. Out of nowhere, Hello Games broke their silence. No long apology video, no over-the-top marketing campaign, just a very simple
That was the thing that I was impressed with.
It was pretty funny in how understated it was. They basically said, yeah, we've been quiet,
of Hello
but
Games.
we're listening. This is the foundation for things
They
to
did
come.
not antagonize
No
criticisms or
promises,
critics.
just a basic patch.
They stayed
But
quiet and worked on the game, which was
just
very different
a patch.
with
was
Shroud of the
massive.
Avatar.
Suddenly you could build bases, set up farms, hire alien workers, and even own freighters, giant ships that acted as your mobile headquarters. They added new modes like creative and survival, which completely changed how you could play. And all of that, mind you, was
I'm going to keep playing
free.
this as my
This
intro.
was the moment everyone realized, oh shit, they didn't actually give up.
devs
They didn't abandon
or
the game.
anyone
They
who
were actually
still
trying to
cares
fix it.
about Shroud
Now,
of the
don't get
Avatar
me wrong,
to
the
watch
Foundation
this.
update didn't magically
Because
save No Man's Sky.
yeah,
It was still pretty rough,
you
still
can
missing
make
a lot of the
a
stuff
success
people
out of
wanted,
a
but
failure.
it planted a seed. For the first time since launch,
There
players
is a
started
way.
thinking
If
that
if No Man's
maybe
Sky
this could become
did it,
something. And Hello Games
why can't
leaned
Sota
into
do
that.
it too?
Instead of doing hype interviews or flashy trailers, they went quiet again. No promises, no timelines, just heads down, working. After Foundation, the game wasn't fixed yet, but you could feel the direction changing. And then almost like clockwork, another big update dropped, Pathfinder. Suddenly you had vehicles to roll around planets in, actual ship classes to collect, and even a photo mode for all those alien landscapes. It wasn't flashy enough to win everyone back, but it was momentum. And that's the key here, momentum, because Hello Games stuck to this cycle of disappearing, then re-emerging with something substantial. Then, a year later, the big one appeared, Atlas Rises. This was when the game started looking like the thing people had hoped for back in 2016. 30 hours of actual story content, new lore, portals you could activate, a proper mission system, way more diverse planets, and yes, even a form of multiplayer. Yeah, okay, you couldn't really see each other yet, just little glowing orbs floating around, but after the disaster at launch, even that was a huge deal. By this point, the conversation had completely shifted. It wasn't, this game is a scam. It was, wait a minute, this is actually getting really good. People who refunded or rage quit at launch were starting to poke their heads back in, just to see what had changed. I know I did. And most of the people came away saying the same thing. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Then in 2018, it finally happened. The next update.
With Shroud of the Avatar, it's not perfect,
multiplayer
but it's going nowhere.
This time. You could actually run around with your friends, build massive bases together, and explore as a group. They added third-person mode, better visuals, and gave the whole thing a fresh coat of paint. It was pretty much the relaunch of No Man's Sky. Next even coincided with the Xbox release, which meant millions of new players were jumping in for the first time, and they weren't seeing the broken 2016 version anymore. They were seeing a game that had learned from its mistakes and actually delivered on its promises. The reviews started swinging back up, the community started filling with excitement instead of salt, and for the first time in 2 years, people were saying something nobody thought they'd ever say again. No Man's Sky is worth playing. No Man's Sky is a weird game, because it really should not have survived. Most games that launch in that state either die with a silent whimper or get a sequel slapped on them a few years later. But Hello Games didn't do that. They stayed, they worked, and they built.
These are the people working on Hello Games, these are the people that needs to work on Shroud of the Avatar.
The big shift with Atlas Rises, and then the full-blown relaunch with Next. It's been a 9-year climb. And the crazy thing about all this is that they never charged a dime extra for it. Every single update, every expansion, and every rework have all been free. And that's over 30 plus updates. It's absolutely crazy. It's even gotten to the point where people are saying stuff like, we have money, Sean, because at this point it's just sheer insanity to keep giving out free updates like candy. In the end, the narrative surrounding No Man's Sky has flipped. The No Man's Lie memes disappeared.
Even if
Steam
they
reviews went from
couldn't fix the
overwhelmingly
entire
negative to
game,
very positive, and
I'm
people
pretty sure
started
they'll be
holding it
able
up as
to
one of the
deliver
greatest
on
comeback
something that
stories
is
in
like
gaming.
worth
And they're
playing.
right. Because
And
now in 2025,
people
you've got
won't be
Voyagers,
ashamed
updates
of
so
playing.
ambitious that Hello Games had to rework the engine just to make it happen. Buildable Corvette-class starships, walkable interiors, full spacewalks, multiplayer crews, stuff that 10 years ago would have sounded like another Sean Murray dream. Except, now it's real. So yeah, No Man's Sky is a beautiful redemption for Hello Games and for Sean Murray. No Man's Sky went from a cautionary tale to a gaming legend. And if nothing else, it proved one thing. Sometimes you really can fix the unfixable.
Okay, so guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the game. The game is Shroud of the Avatar. Virtues were forsaken. It's no longer a forsaken virtues, it's like virtues were forsaken. My avatar is still here in Frogtown Market, doing the same thing, and that is lava fishing on or in broken lava pools. These are broken lava pools. They're not game breaking, but they are still broken. Going to continue with my fishing here. Again, the goal is to catch a fish maybe bigger than a coelacanth. I think I still have enough time. I got excited for a second there because I saw Dunkliest Teas, and then I saw the word young before it. Come on, don't don't get me excited. Look at another Dunkliest Teas. I don't need the young Dunkliest Teas. I need the actual Dunkliest Teas. Okay, so less than 30 minutes ago, and I still haven't caught anything bigger than a coelacanth. Okay, look at that. I'm down to 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes and I haven't really caught anything big or large. So if you look at this, if you look at my avatar is facing to the left, but the fishing line is on the right. Yeah, that's how broken this thing is, and this is not the lava pool. It's the way the avatar fish facing the left, but the line is on the right. Wow. Okay. The I guess physics, or maybe physics is different in Shroud of the Avatar. Right now, the link to Double Fans is on screen. Guys, again, if you are getting killed in your favorite online or competitive online game, like maybe Counter-Strike or your favorite MOBA, you're not winning matches because of lag, try using Double Fast and see if it works for you. Who knows? It might reduce your lag by 100. It might give you a chance to win and not get killed all the time. Link is on screen. It's also in the description and in chat. Okay, look at that. Look at that. I caught an Ichthyosaurus. How big is this thing? It's 4.5. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Now at least I have a chance of winning, unless, because that is like a lot bigger than a colocant, twice as big as a colocant. So now all I have to do is just submit to the organizer. Very nice. Okay, so I just opened the web browser to and checking the forum on how to submit. Okay, so I'll have to mail the fish to Diablo Teen. Okay. Okay, so now I think where am I going? Honestly, I don't know where the town is. I think the town is over there. Going to go to my row house here in Frogtown. Going to pick up the fetid water fish and then submit both to Diablo Teen, who is the host of the contest. I think that's my row house over there. Okay, let me check my okay, Frogtown. This is 1.1.82. .1. My largest fish is just 2.1. Yeah. Okay, the large it's not big enough. That's the problem here. Anyway, I guess I have no choice but to submit this. I did my best. I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough. 'Cause here we are, back where we were before. Seems nothing ever changes. We're back to being strangers, wondering if we ought to stay. Okay, Diablo Teen, where is you? Calculating the cost, 70. Okay, there you go. I'm done with the I'm done with the one fishing contest. Look at that. Look at that. So many fish. They're only worth like 381 gold.